Hello, everybody. I know it has been a while. It's been about a month and a half, 2 months maybe, since about a month and a half. I have some updates. So one, getting ripped by Spud Ink now. I decided to compete in August, so for bikini. So that's exciting. Update on the ex. I was doing really good. I was really happy, and just something came over me to try and reach out to him, because I'd be lying to myself if I said I was over him, and I'm not. A part of me still loves him, and I guess like the part of me wanted him to love me too. So the reason what triggered that was our YouTubes were linked. He used to use my Xbox all the time for YouTube. I had to unlink our YouTubes because I couldn't stand to see his search history anymore. His search history and his watch history, majority of them were Jeep, things, but it was like heartbroken and gym motivation and stuff after a bad breakup and just all this stuff. And like my brain's sitting here telling me like, oh, he misses you, he still loves you. And not too long ago he was telling me he still loves me and he'll always love me and da 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 da. So that triggered that for me. And I just, because I felt triggered, my brain, it was like, he still misses you, he still misses you. And so it triggered me to reach out to him. I kind of wish that I shouldn't have at this point. And I say this because I did meet up with him, and at first he told me he was busy, and then he told me he wasn't going to be home that night. The last time he told me he was busy was when I wanted to go and get my stuff, and I went anyways because it's my shit, and he was fucking somebody in my bed. So I knew exactly what that meant when he said he was busy and he wasn't going to be home. So we talked. Like I said before, I lied to that man about smoking, and it was like a big thing for him, I no longer do it anymore, but pretty much about a year ago from now, he caught me smoking, and I lied about it for like hours. And I lied about it because I felt ashamed about it. The nicotine was just really addicting. But then when he did get it out of me, I was like, yeah, I did do it, and blah, blah. I didn't do it after that for pretty much the whole entire summer. I didn't touch nicotine. And then in November, he decided to break up with me for masturbating because he got insecure thinking that I was masturbating to a dude on TV, which is very false. So after that was very hard on me, and I went back to it. Not like smoking cigarettes, but like the puff bars, I actually haven't touched a cigarette in a long time. But there were a few times where he caught me with them, and I lied to him about it again because I was ashamed, and I shouldn't have. It was wrong. I should have just told him the truth. And then there were also a few times where I had friends that like had their empty puff bars left in my car, or like I have a friend who left it in my purse, and I didn't even think about it, and he finds it, and I was like, oh shit, and of course he was gonna think it's because of me because I lied to him about it in the past. So when we met up, he kept throwing it in my face that we broke up because it's my fault, that I did everything. And he pretty much said, oh, well, you have 3 strikes and you're out, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, well, how many chances did I give you? I can count on 2 hands. That's more than 3. And of course, there was no response to that. He always expected chance after chance and forgiveness, no matter what. And like I said, I told him I was sorry, and I told him that I shouldn't have done that. And like, I was genuinely sorry. But again, he was pretty much saying that I wasn't the one owning up to my actions. And I wasn't for a little while there, but then I actually thought about it, and I was like, he's projecting how he feels onto me. And I honestly think that he was trying to find literally anything bad that I ever did to him, which is pretty much, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, nothing, to put the focus off of him and onto me, because he did some really messed up things. Part of it's my fault because I should have seen the red flags. I learned a lot about narcissists since being with him. When we first started talking, he was talking to his ex-girlfriend, lying to her and playing her, and same thing, lying to me and playing me and sleeping with both of us. He did come out one day and tell me that, he, left her and he chose me, and my stupid ass was like, okay, and gave him a chance. He lied to me for months about saying that he didn't sleep with her, and I find out that he did. And he admitted to me in this conversation that we had the other day about how he should have covered his tracks, meaning he would have continued to lie to me. So that's great. And I asked him, I said, out of everything, is lying to you about smoking the worst thing I ever did to you? And he said yes. And honestly, I didn't know whether to laugh or whether to cry. And because this man went through my phone every single day. Every single day. He also admitted that to me. He never found anything. He admitted that too. So you're telling me that I was loyal to you. I was good to you. I treated you with dignity and respect. I cooked for you, cleaned for you, did your laundry. I supported you financially, emotionally, in every kind of way, and gave you everything. And the worst thing I did to you was lie about smoking. The worst thing that man did to me was tell me he loved me, tell me he wanted to be with me and that he missed me, and then lie to me and fuck another girl in my bed. That was the worst thing he ever did to me. But needless to say that I was weak, and I told him that I still loved him and I've only ever wanted to be with him, and he just pretty much told me to go shove it. And he went to go fuck whoever he was gonna go fuck. And I was sad that day and then the next day. But then after that, I kind of pulled myself out of it because I've been healing. But how I see it right now is I deserve better. I really do. And I think deep down inside, he knows that. And I know that deep down inside, he knows that I deserve better than him. I deserve to be treated with love and dignity and, everything. I don't deserve to be told that everything is my fault, that I messed everything up because I lied about smoking. I don't deserve to be called names because I lied about smoking. I don't deserve to have another bitch in my bed because I lied about smoking. I don't deserve to be put down because I lied about smoking. I don't deserve to be told I love you and I miss you, and then you go and sleep with someone else. I don't deserve to be a second option, because I'm not. I'm not a second option. I'm not side bitch material. I know I'm wife material, and nobody has to tell me that. I just know it. He told me he never was going to reach out to me ever again. Part of me that still loves him hates that, but the part of me that loves me loves that. And I know that I'm here and he's here. And I'm not trying to say that like just to be mean or anything. I have a career. He cleans toilets. He's 30 years old, cleaning toilets, making $15 an hour, strips on the weekend because he cannot financially provide for himself on the $15 an hour job. He treats women like crap, in a sense that he's a narcissist. So in the beginning, he seems amazing and kind and loving and funny, but then once months go by and things start to unravel, then the narcissist, the shitty part of the narcissist comes out. So he's just going to continue to screw girls over and break their hearts. And the girl that he's sleeping with, she seems so nice and so sweet and like real genuine. And I feel really bad for her because I know what's gonna happen. She's not really fit. She's kind of like bigger, I guess you could say, which is no problem with that, but that's not really the type he goes for. And I know that he's going for that just because she's sleeping with him, and he's trying to numb himself to try and get over me and forget about me, his words. And so he'll take anything he can get. And my best friend actually sent something to me today, and from a psychologist, and it made a lot of sense. It said, you don't attract toxic people. It's not you that's the problem. The problem is that we let toxic people stay. And toxic people will take anybody. They don't really care what you look like, just as long as you give them what they want, and they suck you dry and use you up and dip. So, like I said, I really do feel bad for her because I know what her future is going to be. And that's him breaking her heart. And the next one after that, and the next one after that, and the next one after that. Something I learned about narcissists is if you no longer provide them the attention that they want, the control, everything, if you're not pretty much bowing down to them, it's kind of like it's a drug for them. When they meet a person, and let's say they're successful, and they have good head on their shoulders, they're a good person, a solid good person. They see that, they latch on to them. That's their victim. They latch on to them, make this victim think that they're this wonderful person, and slowly make them fall in love with them. Then when they do, they have control over them, and they suck them dry of everything. And then they make it seem like they're the crazy one, but it's not. It's not like that at all. And they leave you high and dry because you no longer are providing them that drug, that source. You are no longer the source. So what do? They jump to the next person for new source. And in a way, I kind of feel bad for him because he's going to die hating himself and not loving himself, and he's going to die alone. No friends, no nothing. So, I'm just kind of like accepting everything. He said he no longer wants to reach out to me. That's fine. I'm not gonna force anyone to do anything, and honestly, I'm better off. I don't need a man who makes $15 an hour scrubbing toilets that's 30 years old, because he doesn't, and I don't need a man who's a stripper. I want a man who's a hardworking man who works hard, doesn't need anybody to provide for him in any kind of way, emotionally, intimately, financially, in any kind of way. So I love him, and a part of me always will. But he's taught me a lot. And honestly, if it wasn't for him being the narcissist that he is, I wouldn't have been able to see all the red flags in people that I do now. So I'm grateful for that. I really am. And I'm grateful for him being pretty shitty toward me, being unloyal to me and unloving and unkind, because I gave so much of myself to him and it was never enough. And I lost myself in trying to make him happy. And in him breaking up with me over the months, I have grown to love myself, in a sense that I can actually look at myself in the mirror and tell myself I love myself and actually mean it and actually feel it, for the first time in my life. And for the first time in my life, I never thought I would be happy, like completely single, like not talking to anyone, not sleeping with anybody, not needing any attention from a certain anybody to make myself feel better about myself. I'm completely happy. Can't really say the same about him. I really do feel bad for him. I really do pity him, because I do know what it feels like to not want to be alone and constantly need somebody around, whether they're anybody, pretty much anybody who'll give you attention to make yourself feel better, and that way you don't have to be alone with yourself. It's a pretty empty, sad feeling. And the fact that people actually have to do that is also very sad. But yeah, I won't reach out to the girl. I'm not like that. And as much as I do want to reach out to her to tell her what her future is going to be, I can't. I won't, because he's showing her the part of him that's amazing. And I don't think she'd believe me right now anyways. She probably wouldn't believe me until 3 months down the road when he starts revealing himself. So I'm healing, guys. And I think I'm healing very well. A little hiccups here and there, like reaching out to him, you know. But I'm healing, and I'm healing in a healthy way, and I'm happy. One of my friends told me that she hasn't seen me this happy in a very long time, and I just glow. And that made me feel really good. And sad at the same time, because I didn't glow when I was with him. I saw him glow because I was giving my glow to him. But now that I'm glowing because of me, it feels good. It feels really good. I don't want to entertain anybody right now. I don't want to sleep with anybody. I don't want to date, nothing, because I'm so happy where I'm at. And I don't need anybody to make me feel better or to show me some kind of attention to feel validated. So it feels good just to go to work, go to the gym, spend time with my children and my friends, with all these people who love me, and I'm grateful for my life. I really am. God has blessed me with a lot of wonderful things since the narcissist decided to leave. And when he did first leave, it hurt, and I never thought it was going to end. but I'm so grateful, and I owe it all to the man upstairs. What I'm most grateful for, though, is him giving me the strength to love myself for the first time. And him giving me the strength to finally see my value and my worth and not tolerate anything like what I did before and not put up with anything like that. That I am a good woman and I am a rare woman and I deserve nothing but the best. So I'm not looking, but and I'm not in no rush. When the time is right, whoever he is, he'll be in my life and, he'll be everything I ever wanted. Treat me the way I deserve and not be a narcissist, because I'm not falling for that again. But I just wanted to update you all. I've been getting some messages from quite a few people wondering what the update is. Like I said, a little hiccup, but everyone makes mistakes, and him pretty much, the whole conversation with him, it blowing up my face, was pretty much like God being like, you're an idiot. Why did you do that? I'm going to let him hurt you right now so that you realize what my plan is for your life. I have plans for him. Don't you worry. But I have plans for you too. So, yeah. I'll try to update you guys as much as I possibly can. I just wanted to update, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week, a wonderful day, a wonderful month, and stay away from narcissists. Learn those red flags. Oh, little side tip that I also learned about a narcissist and a fuckboy. Okay, you always know if a dude's hitting you up and it seems too good to be true, you always know a fuckboy. If majority of the people he is friends with on Facebook are good-looking girls, and if the majority of people he follows on Instagram are just all these random really good-looking girls, and if he posts something and those really good-looking girls aren't giving him any mind, he's a fuckboy. He's just trying to get in your pants. Like my ex. Stay away from that. You'll just end up in heartbreak. And I don't wish that upon any of you. I don't wish a narcissistic heartbreak upon anybody. It is god awful and tears you down in the worst way awful or possible. So, but yeah, so be healthy, be happy, stay away from narcissists. They're not what they are. They're not what they seem to be in the beginning whatsoever. Stay away. Learn to read the flags. Love yourself. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody to be happy. You don't need anybody to validate that you're beautiful, that you're handsome. You don't need anybody to validate you, because love yourself. Love yourself. God made you for a reason. Don't be a shitty person. Don't be a shitty person. Have a great day, everybody.